Hey guys, how you doing? Late as usual, 12 minutes. Sorry. I don't know why I say I'm sorry anymore. It's just I got hiccups too. What a day. I managed to fall on the ice again. That's 4 times this year. God, new record for myself. Ridiculous out there. Ridiculous. Taking this up with the snow gods. This is not good. I opened the shop late because it was snowing, flurrying, and we did a great day of business. It was like unbelievable. People, I think, are just so. What they were telling me was they were so cabin fevered that they were very happy to get out of their house and spend some money. It was good. So, what do we got going on? Anybody coming in yet? La la la. Good to see. Why is that doing that? Can't even figure this thing out. I never could. Okay. Okay. Trying to. Okay. Hi, Janelle. Oh, that's not fun. All right. Oh, Janelle. It is gloomy. Sun came up for a little while today. That was nice. Hey, Lisa. Get everybody on board here. This thing is wiggling all over. So, trying to whack the table. What else is going on? It's just been shit. It's been shit. I don't know. Yuck. Oh, what can I tell you about? Hey, my brother. How you doing? Oh gosh. Why is it doing the beep thing? And I'm getting beeps for comments or whatever that sound is. Ding dong sound. Uh, it's been rough. It's one of those weeks, and it's not just here in Connecticut. It's all over the world. I think between the crappy weather and the weird weather. I mean, Texas. Obviously, we're all watching that, horrified. I hope we're horrified. I'm horrified. I hate being cold, and we have politics that are just straight out of crazy. Trying to figure that out, and not you really know we can't figure it out. We literally have nothing left to do with it. It's just going to roll the way it's going to roll. But it's like watching a train wreck. So, and again, it's not about the administration. I'm not happy with the government. Period. I'm not happy with how the country's run. I haven't been for a very long time, and we have a system that needs to be fixed. System is broken. There's no one position. It's the system is broken. And we need a new system. And people are losing jobs, and people are losing their businesses, and people are. I'm watching people hanging on by their fingernails, trying to keep restaurants together, keep their salons open, and it's just. And I don't understand how you can reopen for part of the time. I don't understand how you can be open till first it was 9:30, now it's 11:30, and so what? COVID after 11:30, that's when you get the COVID. Hey guys, hey Stephanie. So I mean, and it's devastating a whole industry. That's the thing. It's just devastating our restaurants and just and small bars and clubs and it's just miserable. It's miserable to sit in readings and hear about this and hear about people who don't know where to go or what to do. So, um, trying to downsize, not sure where to. It is politics, my brother. Yeah, it is. It is. But, meanwhile, we're just sitting here dealing with it, trying to keep our families intact and roof over our heads and food. And it's frustrating. So, and then, of course, the virus and the vaccine. And I don't even want to talk about it because there's no point in talking about it. Everything is so extreme. And it's interesting. I had a thought because everything is so extreme and the polarity is so intense and people are so passionate. And yes, I'll use that word because, hey, Rosemary. Hey, Sean. Anything else is just rude, Term limits, campaign time limits, giving the president I am veto so he can cross off all the pork barrel and present a balanced budget. Absolutely. Where was I? Again, the Democrat, Republican, the vaccine, non-vaccine. It's so intense. And I was making myself a cup of coffee, and I was thinking about my friends who are vegetarians, and they're vegetarians because they really oppose the processing of animals for food. And whether you're a vegetarian or not, and I'm not, no one would look at the way animals are processed. Remember, I have chickens, I have goats. My chickens come when I call them. They're interesting animals that have actually kind of smart. I've watched the roosters pick up the baby chicks on their back and get them in the coop when there was a hawk coming. And, I've watched them behave so sweetly. My lab used to have the chicks all over her, and, they're very dear. And no one, whether you like them or you don't like the animals, you would never look at images of a processing plant and go, oh yeah, that's good, like that. Would want that job. It's disgusting how we process meat, how we treat these animals before they die, and how they die, and the numbers in which they die, the numbers. Like I was reading about just how many chicken wings are consumed on Super Bowl Sunday. Millions of chicken wings. Well, each chicken has 2 wings, so do the math. It's just that's one day. So our the amount of meat that we consume it's phenomenal. It's just staggering. But when you look at how they're farmed and kept, and the unsanitary conditions, which affects the meat too, we know that. But my point is this: I have friends who are vegetarians, I have friends who are vegan, but they don't stop talking to me or call me horrible names or talk about how much they hate me because I'm not a vegetarian. And if you're going to be anything, I mean, to stand on moral grounds of wanting animals to be healthy and happy and not killed like that and raised like that, they're living creatures for fuck's sake. And you don't hate me. And here I'm doing something that is absolutely opposed to what you believe in, which all of us can agree it's awful. I just don't see how we can't get along on everything else too. Ah, yeah, good. And I'm a mediator, and I try to keep Patty. That's my point. I mean, if we all agree on some stuff. I mean, there's no one defending pedophiles, not in my circle, not in my crowd. We all can agree that they're awful, and something should be done, and most of us have very clear ideas. I just don't know why we have to be so hateful. And Facebook has gotten so contentious. Even I'm taking a step back because everything isn't meant to be a fight or a battle, and people take it to the mat. Like, wow, it's Facebook. It's a meme. Let me write a thesis on how you're wrong. It's like, it's okay. It's a meme. Just say I'm wrong. Okay, it's fine. I could be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I'm not gonna read this fucking thesis. I'll tell you. I mean, it's like 3 paragraphs long. Come on now. So anyway, I'm grumpy about it. It's just getting old now. And meanwhile, really important things that need to happen, like business staying open, like people, able to live, like Texas. Why the hell is that being allowed to happen? Now they're getting gouged electrical bills that are just, insane, insane electric bills. How is that? How is that possible? How is our government allowing it? How can it be allowed? I just don't know. Those are our fellow Americans. Those are people that, no one deserves that, you know. So the other thing that has been unfortunately happening, and my condolence to anybody who's dealing with this right now, is the sheer numbers of people and animal companions that are just dying. I mean, dying. It's. I've got friends who work for vet hospitals, and I was saying, and they're like, no, you're right. And we were talking about it. And it's been going on now. It's not. This isn't so new. It's just continuing. It's got nothing to do with Mercury retrograde. It's part of the shift, which I don't know who's feeling it. I certainly am, but it's I'm looking at this comments. Yeah. $200 delivery fee? Unbelievable. So yeah. At a time when people are really struggling. My God. They're gonna dangle a $600 check or a $1,400 check, like that's gonna do anything. Doesn't even here in Connecticut. You're lucky to find a one bedroom at that for that price to rent. It's nuts. You're living in an absolute ghetto, and even then, good luck with $1,400. So, but the numbers of animals that are going in to the vets and people that are checking in, and just it's got nothing to do with, hey Angie, COVID. It's just got, there's of course there's that too, but it's wild. So that's of course adding to the uneasiness. It's adding to the insecurity. It's adding to the paranoia. And I'm going to say it's what it is. It's. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. I'm looking at Sean. Yeah, I've heard that. Well, like people said that to me. It's like, why don't wear a mask in your business, or don't make people wear masks. In the beginning, when we weren't sure, no one was really sure, and even now we find out that one mask wasn't enough anyway. So she's wearing two. Someone is making a lot of money making masks. That's all I can say. But it's like, well, I can't do that. Like, yes, you can. Don't wear a mask. How do people wear masks? And I'm like, they are literally shutting down businesses. No, they can't lock my door, but they can turn off my electricity. They can turn off my power. How much to do business? Like, oh, so yeah, I love anarchy. Sean, I'm all about that too. But yeah, it's damn hard to run a business and keep any kind of money coming in if they're gonna play games like that with you. So anyway, I don't know what else. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want to talk about anything? Because I just, between the snow and all of this going on, and the readings have been so devastating and disappointing, and people are just really not staying true to words. No one can make plans. People are switching it up or changing their mind, and no one can just make a plan. It's really tough. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I think I told you I'm on YouTube because Facebook for two weeks wanted me to run ads and was going to pay me for ads, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I want some control of what's being put on my page anyways, or my videos. I don't want to know what kind of ads you're gonna run. And then I find out that I can't do any more Facebook Lives until March 15th. So I don't know. That's great. Yes, I need to do that. I was just telling China this week that we have got to do a video of her apartment for sure. Mine is a crazy hot mess here. I don't want anybody looking at this. But but you see some of my stuff right here. I've shown you guys some stuff. But I gotta paint. You know, a lot of moldings to fix. This place is I ripped my kitchen apart in the 1970s and tore out cabinets, tore out everything. I'm did just a lot of tearing out. Getting ready to hit the bathroom next. Rip that apart. But I know I don't know, Patty, if it's depressing. Thank you. Well, that'd be wonderful. This should be done and gone. It's funny because you can't share articles from the Wall Street Journal unless you're a subscriber. That you can post them and then you get like 2 sentences in it and you can't read anything else. In the Wall Street Journal and Forbes and U.S. Health, like there's only a few sources now that you really feel like you're hopefully getting accurate news. Let's hope it's gone by April. That's a month away. So, but yeah, we want to do a tour of China's apartment. Well, yeah, they were only gonna. I mean, looking at these comments, they were only gonna let us have free news for so long. Yeah, of course they're gonna charge. And it's just they're gonna be charging for everything. They're gonna get us off of, paper, off of apparently cash. Moving into a cashless society, then you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay every time you check your bank account online. They're gonna charge you. Now, I think you only get like 8 or 10. You can check your balances or do transactions rather, and then they start charging you. So there's not gonna be no free. There's no free internet stuff. It's all gonna be charged. So I don't know, guys. This idea of a cashless society scares the crap out of me. I can tell you that. I just and how yeah. I told you this story too. Back when the shop was closed, a few weeks before it reopened, China and I were in the back room looking at painting and doing some things. And there's a really cool old door that leads out to the outside. And it's very medieval looking. It's a neat door. We were talking about how to paint it. It was white, just white. And we were talking about maybe possibly doing a wood grain finish. And China was like, "Oh my God, it's going to take like 3 different colors of paint, and you need the glazes, and you've got to have the rocker tool to properly, to do the grain and the knots in the wood. And it's very intense to do a really good wood grain treatment." And we agreed, and we painted it red, and it was fine. But the very next day on Facebook, in my ads, like right there in my feed, was an ad for a wood graining rocker tool. Seriously? I mean, my phone wasn't on. My phone wasn't back there. And it's just like, there's no way in hell. That's too weird. And I know other people have talked about that too. But I mean, I know stuff that I've talked about in my car, talking to myself. And then it shows up on my feed. There's no way that they're not somehow tracking that. There's no possible way. That's too much of a coincidence. So, yeah. Well, the cashless society thing, I mean, they can track us with, remember the tracking. Of course, they've been tracking us with our grocery statements forever. You get your grocery bill and you get all those coupons. How do you think they know what coupons to give you? They're tracking what you eat. They can track us with our phones. Of course they can. They can track us with the smart TVs. They know exactly what you're doing in there, and they can watch what you're doing in there. it's the idea of tracking now what you spend money on and your value in terms of what you spend it on and how much you have to spend. Then you become a commodity rather than a human being. And I shared this on Facebook, and there's a patent that's in the works. It hasn't been approved yet by the Gates Foundation that would facilitate that. And it's worth looking into. It's not a chip. They're not going to chip us, not yet. I mean, there are places that are chipping. There are tech companies. The employees get chips in their hand. You wave the chip over, just like a card, and with the cafeteria or whatever you're doing, you're parking, you're getting into the building, you just wave your hand, and they seem fine with that. I'm not, but they seem fine with that. So. Yeah, talking about adopting a cat, and then yeah, you're right. If you're doing that, I'll give you some sites though that people who are trying to find homes for their cats, and it's how I got Mr. Keekers. So if you wanna make sure it's a cat before it goes to the pound, or there's some couple of really good sites here in Connecticut. So what else, guys? Yeah, I'll send you the links. I guess that's it. I don't want to complain. I'm not trying to bitch and moan. There's nothing we can do about a lot of this. There's more and more people coming through with the prepping, especially with Texas being in the state they're in. Food and heat, and what would you do if you had no electricity? What would you do? Do you have enough candles? Do you have battery sources? Do you have one thing that people don't have is they don't have an electric radio. I mean, a non-electric, a battery-operated radio. That's how you're going to get your news. If the grid goes down, or if there's no electricity, you're going to want a battery-operated radio. And Noah's good. Yeah. Noah's good. And that's something to think about keeping. I've got a crank flashlight. So if that ever happened that I need light really quick, of course I got more candles than heaven at this point. I got lots of candles. And I did share a couple of different ways to make a heating unit with a clay pot and candles on bricks. You do need that heats a very small room. You would need 5 or 6 of those, but I know people who have used them and they do work. They do put heat out. So, and that was on the feed. And I always say, have some bottled water, fill up your tubs with water. Put so you have water, you can flush your toilet. My grandmother doing that, filling up the sink, filling up buckets, filling up the tub. You don't have a lot of notice. When storms are coming in, I mean, they'd be doing that before the storm got here. Yep. Gee, Crisco kales, I've seen the wow. No outhouses here. I've heard of the Crisco candles, and you can also, I guess, I don't have a radio handle. Yep. Get a propane heater, right? That would work. There's nothing worse than being cold, especially when you got children in the house. So you really don't want to be freezing. All right, I've been shuffling these cards the whole time, and I think at this point, since there really is nothing new to talk about, and I don't know, like I said, I people can't make plans because people won't make up their mind. People are reneging on promises. People are reneging on job promises. And, again, I'm always preaching to people that don't do that kind of stuff. I mean, my people don't behave that way. My people don't act like that. The people that come to my shop, the people that I know and I'm friends with, are people that want to be better people. You know, it's the whole purpose: raising the energy, being better people, trying to ascend, trying to evolve past certain behaviors, and that's wonderful. I get to sit, and that's what I get to deal with every day. The stories are sad, but the people coming in are people that I love, I care about, and the unkindness in the workplace, and the meanness and the bullying that goes on, and the stuff with the children and things that you're dealing with in the home, and that's all the stuff that, of course, is the topic of so many readings. But no one's making it easier when you can't count on someone to come through what they say they're going to come through with. That's a big problem. So, and I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how you do fix that. So on that note, I'm gonna throw some cards. I do have a fair tomorrow. I'm gonna have Sherry and Karin in the shop. And I also want to ask you guys, please hit like. And if you want to share the video, that's great. But you gotta hit the like button, okay? Because the numbers on YouTube are nowhere near the numbers on Facebook. Facebook was like 1,200, 1,800. And I'm lucky if I mean, and it's not that people aren't watching, they're watching it, but they're not hitting the like button, so it's not registering. Integrity, that's the word. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, lack of integrity. Or as my brother always said, you know, hooray for me and fuck you. And and that's what it is. All right. So Aries, and for anybody who's new, I do a 6-card spread. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the first card is a situation. The next 2 cards are the immediate, effects. And the next 3 cards are how it's being dealt with. It's a short-term reading. And let's go. So Aries, great card. We start with the Lovers. The next 2 cards are the Queen of Wands reversed and the 2 of Coins. And then lastly, we have the Page of Swords reversed, the Star reversed, and the Magician reversed. And my God, Aries, it's the same shit every week for so long now. Scorpio went through this too a while back, but it's the same thing. So I also teach tarot, and I try to do these to teach. I encourage people who read tarot to get your own cards out, spread your cards and in the same pattern, and see how you decipher, how do you translate. But so the Lovers is a great card. It means living in a state of love, loving what you do, loving your environment. The Lovers is just love. And we see the Queen of Wands reversed, and that's the female workaholic. Someone's working very hard, possibly to the detriment of other things, family and hobbies, and but working hard. 2 of Coins, it's juggling money, But then we see the Page of Wands reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, excuse me, the Star reversed, and the Magician reversed. And so again, the Magician reversed is not working in your field of expertise. It's not doing what you're best at. Page of Swords is information is not forthcoming. Action, some sense of direction is not there. It's reversed. Communication, it's not happening. And the Star reversed, which is not great. Losing hope, plans falling through. So Aries, what I think I'm seeing here for you is working hard, staying busy, juggling the money, but really not doing what you want to be doing. Really not doing what you're best at. Really not living, and you're not complaining. People don't know, I don't think, really how you're feeling about this. Keeping it to yourself right now. But there's a sense of almost starting to lose hope a little bit. or certainly in this situation. Again, we're doing short-term readings. Maybe you thought something was going to work out, or you thought you had a beat on something, and then it just didn't happen. Thank you, Patty. And yes, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, please subscribe. Most of you guys are subscribed to my channel. I'm going to throw one more card for Aries. Ten of Wands reversed. Straw that broke the camel's back. And, I had a reading earlier, and it was similar. Sometimes you just got to take a job. Sometimes you got to do something you really don't want to do just to put money in the account, just to pay your bills. And that's what it looks like for Aries. That really is a lot of frustration. Okay, I'll put it, a lot of frustration. And not for lack of trying. All right. Now we go to Taurus, and we have the Four of Coins, Death reversed, Five of Coins reversed, the King of Cups reversed, Temperance reversed, and the Five of Wands reversed. Now, I often say that when the signs are conjunct, and that's the signs that are next to each other, Taurus and Aries are conjunct on the wheel, we often see similarities in how the energy is flowing, how the energy is read, and how the cards reflect that. So where we had Aries frustrated, not doing what they're best at, the Taurus frustrated, Four of Coins, how can I make more money? Death card reversed, Five of Coins reversed, suggests that an ending is coming. When I see it reversed like this, it is the Taurus making the changes happen for the betterment of money flow. Taurus rules the house of money. A broke Taurus is usually a miserable Taurus. Most Tauruses, Virgos, Capricorns, need the security of money in the bank to feel good about things. And honestly, King of Cups reversed, Temperance reversed, Five of Wands reversed. Five of Wands reversed for me is always, the Five of Wands upright is the same argument over and over and over again, the same debate, the same fight, the same discussion over and over. When it's reversed, for me, that's when you're tired of it. I'm tired of the same conversation. I'm tired of the same argument, tired of the same fight. Temperance, King of Cups reversed. King of Cups reversed, usually a depressed, anxious, sometimes an alcoholic male. This could be taking place at work. I don't see any broken hearts here, but it would really be about lack of balance, not liking the energy, possibly a boss who's not behaving properly, tired of the same thing over and over, the depression, the anxiety, whatever is motivating depressed, anxious people. Don't make good business suggestions, don't usually manage very well. This idea of possibly ending a job, ending a career, to take on something different, just for the simple purpose of making more money and getting away from at least one person who's bringing down the whole department anyways. One thing I was talking to my daughter about, a few people actually this week, is that why people leave jobs very often isn't always for the money, because they'll keep a lower paying job if they like the environment. It's the environment. And people leave because of bad bosses. People are deeply intolerant of abuse and disrespect, and they will leave. All right? Gemini. Gemini, I have the Four of Swords reversed. We have the Eight of Wands reversed, the Knight of Swords reversed, the King of Wands, Seven of Coins, and the Knight of Coins reversed. So again, we're conjunct. Gemini and Taurus are conjunct. We're still on this money roll. All these coins and wands are career and money. The Four of Swords reversed. Well, the Four of Swords upright is respite after a hard endeavor. It's relaxation, it's vacation. after a hard work, but it's reversed. There is no rest. There is no relaxation. There is no respite, recovery. It's been tough. Okay, still not there yet. Still not recovered yet. Eight of Wands reversed is saying focus on activities, creative opportunities, and work, the career. Eight of Wands reversed. And focus on what you want to do, focus on the outcome, to the exclusion of other things. It's not quite the same as being a workaholic as it is put your energy there. Don't think about other stuff you can't control. Focus on you, where you want to go, what you want to do. Focus on you. Knight of Swords reversed. Information that you're looking for not coming through, or people don't know what to tell you. King of Wands, great card. You're looking out at being active, being, again, Wands are creativity and work. So the King of Wands is all about that. The Seven of Coins and the Knight of Coins reversed. Again, not that dissimilar than Taurus. Is how do I make money? How can I make money? And I'm going to say next to the King of Wands, possibly with a hobby or an interest. You hear that a lot. People that want to either do Reiki or massage therapy or something, tarot readings, but you can't make a living at it. It's very hard to make a living at it. In this case, it's the will is there. I mean, the idea, the drive is there. How do I make money doing this? Okay. I'm thinking about my father, who was an Aries, and he worked head of security at Carnegie nuclear plant. But he always had a scheme. There was always that other job. So I remember, God, some of the ones he had. I mean, I can't think, but there was always something new. Whether it was they were selling tickets to Disneyland and Epcot and all that. That was something my stepmother was doing. I'm so terrible. I can't think of those, but there was always something new, some new. Not a get rich quick scheme. It wasn't that person, but there was always something new on the back burner that was percolating. Oh, this is going to pay off, or this is going to make money. The passion was there, but the money really wasn't generated. Okay. Cancer. Ace of Cups. Two of Swords. Ace of Wands reversed. Four of Cups. Three of Cups. Hierophant reversed. So this is all about emotions, right? We're looking at all these cup cards. It's all you. All you. It's like a glass house of emotions for Cancer. Cups, 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 and wands and Hierophant reverse. So Ace of Cups is beautiful. It's apex of love. Two of Swords, rock and hard place. Ace of Wands reversed. Four of Cups, Three of Cups, Hierophant reversed. Hierophant reversed is the need for unconventional behavior, to get out of a rut, thinking in a new way. Next, the Ace of Wands reversed. So those cards are kind of contradictory. The Ace of Wands reversed is no creative opportunity coming in, no new fresh ideas. And the Hierophant reverse is saying, you gotta think outside the box. You gotta, come with some new ideas. Old ways aren't working anymore. You gotta get out of your rut. You gotta get out of your, you gotta get out of your head here a little bit. Why do I say that? Because the Four of Cups is, what do I want? Not how do I make more money, or how do I make this pay off, or no, it's what do I want emotionally. And it's rock in a hard place. Three of Cups, Ace of Cups. Those are wonderful, wonderful love cards, happy cards. I'm going to throw one more card to see what is the issue for reverse. Not able to move forward. Well, the Ace of Cups reversed, I'm going to say there's something creative, something career related, something that's just not allowing forward motion. I say about money. It's really about what do I want to do? What do I want? One more card because this is really weird. There's a lot of anxiety. Cancer, I don't know what to say. This is just, it's what do I want? I will say, this doesn't speak to broken hearts, it speaks to anxiety. Rock in a hard place. I would almost want to think that it could be read that you'd want to go someplace, or where you are doesn't allow for any kind of creative growth. A relationship, perhaps, that doesn't allow for creative growth. No forward motion. It could be a job that's not allowing for creative, but it doesn't feel that way because there's too many emotions involved. If you're an artist, you're probably not getting inspired, even though you love creating art. There's no fresh inspiration coming through. But it just reads like the heart is there, but the landscape is flat. There's nothing new on the horizon. There is no, all there is horizon. I mean, there's nothing new coming in. So for Cancer, it really is figuring out what, it's almost like losing your mojo. It almost feels like, I love life, but not my life. How's that? Something like that. Don't want to die, but ain't nothing going on. But the cards are saying you've got to think out of the box. You can't, got to get out of your rut. Whatever, do something different. I always say too, if you can't, go to a different grocery store, take a different route home, switch it up, just switch the energy any way you possibly can. So don't cut your hair. It's a bad time to cut your hair when you're feeling like this. But anything else? Truly, just taking a different route home and going to a different grocery store, switch up your routines, that will often shift the energy. All right? Leo, I have the Page of Wands reversed. I have the Nine of Cups and the Three of Coins. The Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Cups reversed. So I remember last week's reading, don't usually, but I had some Leos coming in asking questions about that reading. Page of Wands reversed is a lack of news of promotion, lack of news of growth. It's not that there's no growth. If you're waiting for news, if you're waiting to hear about that, it's not coming through right now. Why do I say that there's growth? Because I'm looking at the Nine of Cups, which is wishes coming true, and the Three of Coins, which is celebrating money coming through. It's almost like being rewarded for the job, but you don't get the title. Financial rewards that come without the promotion. You're doing the job, but they're not going to give you and that happens a lot in corporate where someone leaves and there's an acting director, but you may not get the director job. An acting VP of sales doesn't mean they're going to give it to you. But you hold that position while you're waiting and that's what these cards read. Okay. Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups reversed. I mean, it's the anxiety. The Nine of Wands is crossing the bridge. The Nine of Wands is about the next step, the next journey, the next opportunity. Wands are creative. The anxiety and the Eight of Cups reversed, the fear that you're not going to go anywhere. That this is, they're rewarding you financially, but where's the growth? And how many people do I read that have jobs that, 27, 32 years, whatever, 35 years in the same job, they're not near retirement yet, they're like 10 years away, 15 years away from it. Or it's a family business. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that there's no growth. And there's a lot of family businesses, unless you're the immediate family, there's no rewards for you. You're not being named on anything. You're working for somebody else's business. For those of us who tend to want to own our own businesses, and talisman's my fourth business, that's unacceptable. That's just not acceptable. I don't work for anybody else. I'll work 16 hours for me before I'll work 8 hours for you. Hi. Hi, Ann. Hey, Mike. All right, Virgo. Virgo. I see the Six of Coins, the Sun reversed, the Seven of Swords reversed, Five of Cups, Three of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed. Well, the Six of Coins is a great card because it speaks to bonus, it speaks to money that was unexpected showing up. That's surprise bonus, really, or reward. And that's fine, that's great. On another note, you're dealing with a personal issue, it's an emotional issue, and there's no resolution. I'm seeing regret. Possibly you may have a kid, Page of Cups reversed, who's struggling with school, Three of Wands reversed, dropping out of school. A lot of regret, failure, the Sun reversed, Seven of Swords reversed. Gossip, but choosing not to listen to it, not getting involved with it. It's not coming from you. But there's a sense of environment. I'm not going to call it toxic. It's almost like a failing environment, a depressive environment. So while you're doing well, my point is, while you're doing well, okay, around you are people or person who is important to you that is failing, or maybe you feel like you failed somebody that needed you to come through for them. The Five of Cups is crying over spilt milk. The sense of, well, crying over spilt milk. You say it's regret. Now, it could be you had somebody that you couldn't help because you didn't have the educational background. A lot of us are stuck in the roles of like dime store therapist. We don't have the credentials to really be a therapist, to put people in hospitals or in settings or in wherever they need rehab, or to medicate, if that's necessary. One more card for Virgo. Six of Swords. Ooh, Six of Swords is moving and relocation. So I'm going to say it could just be a situation where there's nothing you can do about it. You got to move past it. It also, with that card, it could be leaving someone that you really care about. Again, to follow the money, the bonus. They might ask you to relocate, and maybe you can't grow until you do. Or wanting to get out of, as I said, that unpleasant environment. But it's a positive. Sometimes Virgo overthinks things. Okay, so by sometimes I mean always. You can overthink it, and in this case, it's stop percolating. It looks as though there's nothing you could do. You didn't know how to fix it. You couldn't do that. Move on. Did your best. All right. Libra. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. We have the Judgment reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. The World reversed. The Queen of Swords and the Chariot. Well, Libra and Virgo are conjunct. We had the God, I can't even think. We had the Six of Swords, which is movement, relocation, and here we see the Chariot, which is moving forward, moving on, moving straight path out of here. Chariots don't turn well. They tend to tip over. Chariots are best when they're going straight. And Ten of Cups is emotional unhappiness in the home. And we're looking at the Queen of Cups reversed, which is usually a depressed female, anxious. Again, there's a female who drinks because cups are emotional. So emotional pain in a female. And Judgment reversed. I mean, there's nothing, can't do anything about it. The world reversed, desire for a different life, a different lifestyle. The Queen of Swords and the challenge. I'm going to say the Six of Cups. Again, another relocation card. In this case, where Virgo was leaving a situation that they couldn't repair or fix, it looks like for Libra, it's leaving a person that they can't repair or fix. And just removing the emotional component of it. The Queen of Swords is that all logic. And Libra is an air sign. So they did, as much as they are emotional and ruled by Venus and about relationships and partnerships, because they rule that house, the seventh house of marriage and partnership. This is just saying I can't fix it. It's bringing down the house. Let's move and relocate. It could be that you have a mother-in-law, in-laws. You could have in a relationship, but whatever it is, it's holding you back, and it needs to stop. Okay, so you need to be planning on where you're going to go or how you're going to handle that. It is moving away. It looks more like a person than a situation, and that's the Virgo Libra difference. Hey, Justin Bieber, really? Okay. Oh boy. All right. Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, I'm looking at the Six of Wands reversed. The Strength card. The Four of Wands reversed. The Hangman reversed. Hermit reversed. And the Eight of Swords. All right. Well, the good news is you're strong. You're strong, Scorpio. The bad news is you need to be. So the Six of Wands reversed is, again, stuck in place, usually with career, no opportunities, no promotion opportunities. And I say that because I'm going to get the Four of Wands reversed. Something to celebrate. I'm looking at the Hangman reversed, feeling you're being taken advantage of, this sense of being a doormat, a sense of wasted efforts, not appreciated. And I'm going to put this on, again, here, environment versus a person versus a relationship. I'm going to put this back on environment. And because I'm looking at wand cards, or wands reversed, and the Six of Wands reversed, I'm going to say it's in the workplace. The Hermit reversed is choosing to be alone. The Hermit upright can be loneliness, feeling like a hermit, feeling like, but it's reversed. It's I want to be alone. Leave me alone. Okay? Eight of Swords is not a great card. The Eight of Swords is anxiety and despair. Not sure how you make it better. Not sure how you can fix it. Page of Coins, which is news of money. I mean, obviously, when you're in a work environment that's not pleasant, you're there for the paycheck. Okay. Now, the Page of Coins tells us there's news of money coming. So if you're waiting for that to happen, if you're waiting to hear about a promotion or a move, it's the news is coming, but the move itself is not. You're stuck in place right now, Scorpio. I don't see a lot of wiggle room here. And it could be you're feeling that. It could be you're feeling like the walls are closing in. Because there's not a lot of fun here. Really feels, and again, I'm putting that back on the workplace, okay? Not saying your whole life is like that, but it could be at work. Yeah, the walls are closing in. Absolutely. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, we have the Ten of Coins, which is great. we have the Knight of Cups reversed and the Two of Wands. The Emperor, the King of Coins, and the High Priestess reversed. Okay, how do I put that together? Well, King of Coins and Emperor is all about business. It's all about usually being a leader in your industry, frankly. And the Ten of Coins is a great card. It's a great money card. It's a powerful money and real estate and money in the home. If you're working out of the house, you're probably doing well with that. The Two of Wands is it's opportunity. Very often, the Two of Wands is a job that lands in your lap. Someone just calling out of the blue, hey, are you looking? I'm hiring, or I need someone on my team, or they're hiring in my job and putting a good word for you. Let's get you over there. So that's a great card. Feeling supported at work too. Two of Wands, Two of Cups is that friendship, and that grows into love. And the Two of Wands is that support. But here's the deal. I'm looking at the Knight of Cups reversed and the High Priestess reversed. So while there's money and creativity and you're doing well, you may be losing your ambition for it, your emotional love of it. I say that because I'm looking at the Knight of Cups reversed. You also, although it's not really showing here, but you may be preoccupied with work and money and house and building up the bank account and building up your resume, and you may be ignoring someone that cares for you. Hopefully not a child. It could be the Knight of Cups. Usually not, though. I'm going to say you're just not making time for love, for emotional connection. And I could see why. This is very, very busy cards. Very, there's no lack of things to do. But the High Priestess reversed is also telling me that you kind of know this already, that you recognize that in your busyness and in your drive, and it's here full force, that you're missing something. And the High Priestess is usually someone that's second guessing their intuition, or somebody who's ignoring their intuition. Okay. And you could be, while you're, again, very business savvy, you could be either having a kid who's got problems, depression, anxiety, somebody who needs you that you're not recognizing that they're really not doing well. Again, depressed, anxious, that Cup card reversed. Or someone that might be wishing they had more of your time, and you're not seeing that. Okay. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Well, we start off with the Ace of Swords. Strong communication. The Five of Swords, the Moon, the King of Swords reversed, the Tower, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Ace of Swords is strong communication, first of all. And it's a good card for you. The Five of Swords, the Moon, the King of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Tower. Not so great. It is speaking to, first of all, the King of Swords reversed is a bully, is someone who's unkind with their words, is somebody who, it could also be, it could be someone with Alzheimer's, somebody who's out of their mind, someone who's not of right mind. And the thing is, you can't handle it on your own. The Five of Swords is saying you need to seek professional help. So if you're dealing with a bully, maybe you need to see a lawyer. If you've got a parent or someone who's got Alzheimer's or dementia, maybe you need to start looking into, supportive housing or a nurse coming in or something. It's saying you can't do it alone. You need to get help. The Moon, again, weighs in on that whole mental health stuff. It also is behaviors that are hidden that you haven't recognized yet. And the Seven of Wands is saying educate yourself. Educate yourself. Because it's coming. The Tower is blowing everything up. Do I think it's work? I don't. I don't think this has to do with work. I'm going to throw one more card. Feels personal. Eight of Coins reversed. Devil reversed. Now this is about maybe needing to take off some time from work to deal with someone who's really making it hard. It doesn't feel like it's work. Because the Ace of Swords is real. I'm not just hedging my words here. The Ace of Swords is a strong card. It's also, because again, swords are air, strong. Wow. Swords are thought, swords are air, swords are communication. It's the Ace, so you're on your game. You're on your game, but this is something you can't do alone. You might be tempted to. You might be tempted to ignore it for a little bit longer. And the cards are saying, do not ignore it any longer. Pay attention. Do some digging. Okay? Do some digging. Devil reverse is getting out of a toxic situation, getting away from someone toxic. But it's like literally shit's blowing up. The Tower. And the cards that would let you say, educate yourself and pay attention aren't there because you're going to fail. They're there to say, okay, watch what you're doing. Two of Cups. You've got friends advising you. You've got people in your corner. Technically, could it be a work situation? Could it be somebody who's targeting you, that one person that's like really riding you hard? Could be. It doesn't feel that way. But even if they are, nip it in the bud. Okay? Nip it in the bud. It's something you can't handle, and you do have support there. Two of Cups has some people that really like you, genuinely care about you, really good friends. Possibly your partner, but it's the support is there. Just don't take it for granted. You're gonna, again, educate yourself. Okay? Aquarius. Aquarius, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Empress reversed. We have the Nine of Coins reversed. The Queen of Coins reversed. The Seven of Cups reversed. And the Ace of Coins. So, how do I read those cards? Again, we're back to Wands and Coins. And it's interesting to bring around Robin, but I was talking about before I start throwing cards, this frustration around work, not knowing who to trust, people not being, having integrity, people not keeping their word, opportunities that are like being dangled but then being taken back, or, there's delays, the frustration, all of that. And that's all in the cards too. So the Knight of Wands reversed is no forward motion. Okay, no forward motion. The Empress reversed and the Nine of Coins reversed. And the Queen of Coins reversed. Seven of Cups reversed. It's almost like you have to take care of a sick mother. The first thing is I look at is someone who needs to take time off to take care of someone who's sick. Aquarius. Possibly you've got someone that needs to borrow money from you. There's that too. With that Ace of Coins card there, you may have a female. Again, it would read like a mother figure, that might be in need of some money, some help from you. A woman out of power, a woman who needs money. If this is you, it could be that your business needs a fresh infusion of money. I'm not sure where it's going to come from. Nine of Coins reversed. What do you do? Now, if it's a business, I'm going to say, because the Nine of Coins card is there, the money's coming. And there's the Justice card. If you're waiting for news of money, if you're waiting for money to show up, it's coming. Okay, that's the good news. It's coming. Because it looks like there is nothing you can do. There's no moving forward without it. There's nothing that can, until there is something, money infused in a business, or money infused in your life, or money to take care of somebody so you can get back to work. But it has to do with money coming in. Justice is signing contracts. Justice is fairness. It's money that's owed to you. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people who are going through a divorce. The courts are so backed up. No one can do anything. No one can sell the house because everyone's waiting on these judgment. They're waiting for things to be signed off on, so they know what they're doing. And it really does speak to not being able to move forward until things are signed and money comes in, and not knowing what to do. I mean, you know what you have to do. The Seven of Cups reverse says, I know what I need to do, but I can't do it. I can't do it the way things are. I can't do it the way things are structured. Without the money coming in, I can't make the move. Okay? And just let me shuffle cards for Pisces, because I throw those extra cards and there's none left for the last sign. Everybody else doing okay? Shuffle here. Okay, so Pisces, last sign. Last sign is Ten of Swords reversed. We have Temperance reversed. The Five of Wands reversed. The King of Cups reversed. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups reversed. Again, now Aquarius and Pisces conjunct. We're still talking about that female energy. In this case, it's logic over emotion. Someone who's being overly emotional needs to rein it in and be more logical about things. The Ten of Swords reversed is hitting the bottom of the barrel, coming back up again. Things are on the rise. The Five of Wands reversed, tired of that same argument, ready to walk away from that, sick of the same argument. Temperance reversed. We have the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed. Those are two people that are either depressed, who are both anxious, possibly two people that are drinking, and then we see the Queen of Swords. So it's saying, you've got to get out of the emotional headset. Same argument over and over again. You're sick of you doing the same thing over and over again. I really think it's a couple. I mean, when you see kings and queens that are mated by the like the cups, the two of them, that they're mated. But I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in the middle of them. If that's probably the female in this instance, or an outside female that's saying this is ridiculous, this has got to stop. Downward spiral here, and again, on your way up, but it's through logic, not emotion. It's either saying we can't go on like this. I'm not going to have this fight with you anymore. This is just too much. And I want to say it really is. It's two people who are both very depressed or I mean, there's nothing to indicate that it's drinking or addiction, honestly, except that it's a cup card, and sometimes that is. I'll throw one more card here. Yeah. Judgment reversed. Locked in place. Really locked in place for whatever reason. There's no moving forward. But in this case, it's not waiting for a fresh infusion of money to come in. In this case, there's no moving forward. You're on the way up. You've identified the problem. You've got to stop being emotional about it and make a logical decision. And what else? Chariot, upright, move forward. Could be that you need to break up. Could be that there's that if there is some codependency here. I'm not really clear on that one. I don't think that's the case. But the idea of cutting the cord. Tired of the same thing, tired of the same routine, tired of the same argument, the same debate. In this case, it's not about money, it's about logic. It's about, okay, what am I doing here? Why am I still doing this? Why are we still having this conversation? All right? So, yeah. That's what I got, guys. It's just kind of a reflection of what we're seeing in the bigger world, and it's been tough. One thing I will say is that there's a big trend right now, and it's all over TikTok, it's all over Instagram, but the whole shadow work, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. I'm going to say this may not be the best time for shadow work. I appreciate the idea, but we can delve too deep on the dark side of ourselves too. Dark nights of the soul are great, but maybe time to reel it in and engage in self-care. I've been talking a lot about that with people, and maybe being a little indulgent of ourselves, finding creative things, taking time off, turn it off a little bit. It's exhausting to do that kind of work. And if you've been digging deep and cutting cords, and that's great, okay. But if it's making you not enjoy life anymore, if it's making you so skeptical of people's motives, if it's making you feel like, why do we bother being here? Can you dial it back? That's too dark. that's too much in the shadow. Get into the light for a little while, okay? It's really, you can be too much in your head, and that is, God, here is itching, and that is the thing with New Ageism or mysticism or whatever you want to call it, occultism. Hell, I know Christians that can do it. I mean, I've seen people do it, and it's you can only do so much self-therapy and so much self-examination, and you got to take a break from it. So my advice, my thing is, and again, we got people who can't take vacations, you can't travel. Find a way to get out of your head, change your routine, and do nice things for yourself. That's my advice in this time. That's all we have. Nice things for yourselves, nice things for your family, people that appreciate you. Celebrate them, spoil them, enjoy that. Okay. That's my advice. That's what I'm saying. And not the time. Thank you, Leo Sunchild. Yeah, this isn't. It's like watching a horror movie when no one's in the house, and yeah, and there's been a slew of break-ins in your neighborhood. That's not time to put on a horror movie or a serial killer, documentary. Those aren't the best times to do that, right? Not feeling so well, maybe don't pick up the medical manual. I used to be guilty of that. My dog finally ate the thing, and but I was one of those people reading the Merck medical manual, and I was certain that I had any number of disease. I'd be calling my sister-in-law, Could I have contracted this? Like, not unless you traveled to South America recently, no, but yeah, it's nagging like cough, and so not the time, guys. And it is probably time to step away from social media if it's going to continue this way. I mean, I'll be with you on that too. Mine's on all the time because I constantly get messages, and even in the comments, people will be like, I need to speak with you, or I need this, or that. And so it's I'm making sales. People are ordering things in the comments of a meme or a picture. So it's on, but I'm often doing other things. If I'm in the house, I'm washing dishes, I'm cooking, but the Facebook's on. I'm not on it. And at the shop, it's the same thing. I'll be on a laptop, and Facebook's on, but it's not got my full attention. Okay. So anyway, that's it. Everyone, get some rest, have some fun, indulge yourself. I don't care if it's a quart of your favorite ice cream, or binge watching. I just subscribed to Stars, so I'm watching American Gods right now, and there's another good show that I've been looking forward to seeing. So maybe it's that. It's as simple as a $5.99 monthly subscription to something. But indulge yourself, and the people that you love, indulge them too. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Everyone behave. Okay? I'm counting on you. And I'll be talking to you next week. And and Aries said, okay, fair tomorrow. I just got a slew of books in. I mean, when I tell you a slew of books, I mean 4 huge boxes of books and cards. I couldn't do a Facebook Live when I was unpacking them. I wanted to. I did put pictures up on the whatever. I put pictures up on Facebook. But yeah, there's lots of new stuff and more stuff coming in. All right. So I hope to see you soon. And Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.